mellow there, and it's been a while since we've been to Kings Island again, but especially for this one, she doesn't go. But she wanted to see the Halloween decorations they have here. They don't have Halloween haunt, and it's also what better way to celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving than going to Kings Island, okay? Although it looks really busy here, like the busiest I've seen this year, so I don't know how much we're riding, but we'll see what there is to see. I know one thing, we won't be riding water rides today.
No, too cold.
They're closed down.
Oh.
They shut them.
Better.
They shut them down all, like, the Labor Day weekend was the last weekend they were open.
So kind of like they treat it like as the pool or something.
Yeah. So there will be no water rides today, but there are a lot of cars. Well, if it starts to rain, it may be a water ride because it's cloudy today, not really supposed to rain. And I'm in shorts, although right now I'm sort of having a flashback to Disneyland. We're in shorts the first day we were there, and then I ended up buying a hoodie. Not that I'm saying I'm gonna buy a hoodie because I am cheap, but I do have money. Not a lot of money. I'm not rich by any means, but I have been working a lot of overtime this summer. Not that it's summer anymore. I'm just rambling on now.
Lately.
So are you excited to be back to Kings Island for your, what, third time this year, which is probably 3 times as many in any... Well, actually, you went twice last year.
Yeah.
Because that was when I bought the pass and there was a medical people getting in free weekend you went. And then you went for Winterfest. I would say we go to Winterfest this year, except...
But they're not having it.
Thanks, worldwide health pandemic. I believe I'm in like Banshee 11 for that parking spot,
so,
but
yeah.
I didn't actually look like I was planning on.
I think you're right.
And I just remembered it just now that I didn't look, but I think we're in parking spot 11, so tune in to the end of the video and see if I'm right. Or if they're walking around for like 10 minutes trying to find her spot. Or like when we were at Animal Kingdom, this is before we were taping anything, but if you remember what spot, but we couldn't find out how to get to that section. Like we were walking around that parking lot for what, 10 minutes?
It was probably more than 10 minutes.
Like 15 minutes. Because we were going over to Disney Springs that day for a little bit because we had this needed a break. Took us forever to find where we parked at, and then we took the bus back later in the day. At some point we might want to just cross them up in the path.
Well, I'm just following you.
I'm just being stupid as always. Oh, there's definitely some Halloween decorations out here, and there's a bit, and it's also a bunch of pumpkins and Halloween music. It's also really busy. To some point they have 3 different tents or temperature standing. This is the first time all year I've seen all 3 of them open. And of course, you know, for just got something to do, you can always just sit by this dog buddy. How you doing, Snoop? Now, this is not real dog, because if it was, these cookies would be gone. Like Lucy would not eat a cookie.
I'm just chilling here with Woodstock. What up, bud?
Well, Woodstock Express is over there.
What?
Woodstock Express is right over there.
Yeah, but this is the Woodstock.
No, it's plastic. It's not the Woodstock. 45-minute wait for Goo Blasters.
What, how long?
45-minute wait for Goo Blasters. So it's definitely very busy today. You probably won't be riding much, if anything, today.
That's just fine. I mean, we're just here for the Halloween stuff anyway.
I'm guessing that's another Halloween thing. We can win prizes if you're a little kid. And of course, all the water rides are closed down. Like I mentioned earlier, there is no water at all in the waterfront or in the little lake by it. I used to work for someone and I worked at a water park back in a former life, or former career, I guess is more accurate. But she would have been terrified to be here. She was terrified anytime you'd have all the water slides and the Lazy River empty for any reason. It could only happen once a year, but she refused to go into the water park and we had all that stuff emptied out. It utterly terrified her for whatever reason. But I remember watching when we had everything shut down for a drawing special. Something that happens every year with water parks in the state of Ohio, where it's right inspector from the state watched over everything. I was walking with him, and someone who worked in sales at that place was utterly horrified at the fact you were actually walking around it with no water in it. But that was, everyone has their own little tips, I guess, that they're weirded out by. To the app, the Kings Island app, this ride over here, which is a very good ride, but it's like a 3-hour long line right now. And I'm not about to ride it for 3 hours. Or wait for 3 hours. I once walked on right on that ride on Winterfest.
Well, yeah, but of course it was
35 and
35
rainy.
degrees and rainy.
We do have a video of that from last year, back when they actually had a Winterfest, which ain't of course happening this year.
Well, they still have a Winterfest, they're just not having it
Do
this
not
year.
enter.
Well, I'm saying, that's why I
Mandatory
said they're not
and
having
ongoing
one this year.
lockdown has been ordered for the Miami River Lumber. Repeat. Do not enter.
Would you want to ride the train?
We can.
Well, that's right up there. There's one in the station right now. And you can get on that, and you can actually ride, not come up to Kings Island and not ride anything. It's too long of a line. We might have to wait for the next train to come and have a good line. More Halloween stuff. And I knew we might not get on the train because there's a long line for the first train, but we literally were the last people in line, or the first people in line coming up, so we just missed it. But oh well. And I mean, I really use this because they're blaring Miley Swift. I know I can buy names, but I wasn't sure who it was. I just can buy a couple different names. But there used to be a house and stuff over here, like not a real house, a fake house, but they took that out and cut down a bunch of trees to build this thing over here. That's Mrs. Timbers. In the Riverton area of the park, is where the train's at. It's in the western themed part of the park. This definitely, music we're playing on right now, definitely fits it, because this definitely is like westerny, country music. But yeah. Of course, it's fall right now, so leaves are changing, so we get to see changing on the train, and they're pretty fall leaves, because I know some people like fall, and that's why he got married in October. Because I know Teddy loves fall and the fall colors and everything, so we got married in October, and see all the trees. Teddy enjoys that about it, and you know, look at the roller coaster.
Yeah, if you look off on the right-hand side, you'll see the return loop for Mystic Timbers.
Technically, it's a helix.
Mystic Timbers,
I don't
we
know.
now have more than 3.5 miles of wooden coaster tracks throughout the park. Or a total of 9
Speaking of
miles.
Mr. Timbers, here it comes. That was probably actually a pretty nice shot. Because he timed that. That's why I made us miss the last train, so I could get that shot. I bet Robbie probably did, but I did not do it. So it's like a 2/3 replica of the General, which is, if you didn't hear, was a very popular train in 1856 America. That's pre-Civil War for the non-history buffs. I guess they have, you can choose 6 different items on the Tricks and Treats Fall Fest, including Zombie Platoon, or Poutine, whatever, and French Quarter.
Poutine.
Alright, is that the French pronunciation of English? Which, had I known about that and had I not been a picky eater, I might have done that. But, so that might have been a waste of money for me. Maybe not for you.
No, probably not for me, but oh well. That's why I'm more the foodie than you are.
Maybe we could try it on, maybe if you want to come back at some point, we could do that. Although the other day I was watching a YouTube video about people who went to Tokyo Disney, because that's my big bucket list thing, and got plans to hopefully do that in a couple of years. But one person there in Japan, and like every place they would go to, the girl in that couple was like, pizza. And then if Katie were watching that, she'd probably say that's just like me. Anyways, enough of the purple people eaters. It's just mind-boggling to me, just like that's the line for Boo Blasters right now. I mean, that's like an okay ride, but for a seasonal music park, it's a pretty good dark ride, but I don't know if I want to wait in line that long for it. Most definitely busy today. Which I got a hunch, so there's like 3 weeks left for weekends left for Kings Island. I got a hunch it'll all be like this for the rest of the year. Or maybe not tomorrow, because tomorrow it's just rainy all day, or there's calling for some rain during the day. But there's a thing called the Bengals tomorrow that I'll be watching. Probably watching them lose, but hopefully I'll be able to look back in this video in the future and be like, nope, they won. Not anticipating that, but who knows. You can definitely see how just like being here after I've been to Disneyland, how you can easily tell how much this was inspired, this little section by Main Street USA. Very, very obvious it was inspired by that. Maybe I might want to check in here as well. I'm sort of curious about trying to find one thing, potentially. Well, I did decide to actually spend some money at Kings Island and got myself a new mask, because everyone needs a mask. They must have been relatively expensive, because even with the season pass discount, it was still
What was it,
like
13
12
bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like 10 or 20% off, so that's relatively expensive. The mask I currently have on, I've only got because the little one broke one day when we were back to go into Jimmy John's, and
Jungle Gyms.
whatever. Maybe that's a subconscious thing of saying what I want for dinner. I don't know. But yeah, and I've just been wearing it ever since then. And it says not meant for raised eye. Does that just mean like not useful at doctors?
It probably just means it's not like an N95 or anything like
Okay.
that.
But and
I mean, I wear this mask to work, but like if I'm going to be in contact with somebody who's sick, then I wear an N95.
I lost my train of thought now also. I didn't even know where I was going with that stuff, but we are on our way out of Kings Island today. And what you think of the Halloween stuff?
It was cool.
Just cool, not scary.
No. I'm sure if there was Halloween hunt going on, it'd be scary, but
Well,
that'd be something more for you.
They wouldn't do the Halloween haunt stuff until later in the evening. That's pretty busy for that stuff also. And
Yeah.
when I did that last year, I was still working first shift. I'm like now I'm on second shift, and I would just go up there on a Friday night before they got busy, because I'd always get off from work at 1:30 to 2:30 on a Friday back then, as opposed to right now 11. But anyways, as always, if you like this video, remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Did I say that wrong? It almost sounded like they said
Make
it
sure
weird.
to subscribe to our channel and
I know
ring
that.
notification bell.
I said notification. I might have said it wrong. But anyways, remember to like our channel or like this video. Anyways.